I think as a physician, when you're diagnosed with a life-changing cancer, such as CLL, you have an extra responsibility and burden because you can see further, you can see around the corners. So I took that burden and wanted to sort of come out of the closet and share my journey. That was my personal response. So I became very public about my CLL, and it was at a time that CLL treatments were changing radically. And it allowed me to share my experience and sort of give forward, and so people could benefit from what I'd been through, what mistakes I'd made, what good choices I've made, and learn from that. When you're a physician, often the other physicians assume that you know what's going on. But I'd often ask them to stop and say, hey, explain to me as if I was an ordinary patient. I'm not a hematologist oncologist, let me see if I can understand this and know what's going on. So I think that that's another piece that you need to be involved in. But our motto is smart patients get smart care, so I think it's really critical to educate yourself, and you don't have to be a physician to educate yourself. You can learn the information, then share it with your treatment team and say, hey, does this make sense for me? Does this apply here? So that's the kind of thing that I push. It's easier for me as a doc to read those articles. It's easier for me to understand the medical conferences stuff. So I use all of that to leverage, and I think every patient has to leverage whatever advantages they have. And I used my scientific medical knowledge, and that's why I enrolled in really 2 very early trials, which were life-saving for me.